8th video, I think. Don't take my word for that, I think. So the next song on this list is because this is literally just me reading from the last probably 50 songs I've written. It's titled "What I Believe." Yeah. So here's the first little line. What I believe in is the pure grit and gratitude of the kids. What I believe in is the pure want and desire to be great. Like Nate. I've rhymed that a few times. I don't know how many, but I've rhymed that in a few times within this last year. 8, Nate, great. It's not hard. But trust me, that's what I mean when I say, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna see, all this future music. I'm telling you. And my goal, my top prime goal, when I go out to all these sport events, has got to be to pass this. Because again, I still got all these business cards from Custom Ink. Pass out as much of these cards as I can, so I can go finally make new ones. And other than that, just get out God's grace and God's mercy on this planet. And I mean, not only through the music, but how I face to face personally interact with people. Just keep doing what I do, because I mean, I love music. I ain't giving it up, and you can obviously tell within some of these rhymes. Dang, this kid got talent. Dang, this kid got purpose. Dang, this kid's smart. Dang, this kid's here for a reason. Dang, this kid has a calling. How many dangs can I go on? I don't know, but you get the point. And I just really want to keep setting this world on fire with all this fire, all these fire bars. And I want the kids to grow up in a happy, successful world where these kids have every bit of chance to make it no matter what school they go to. For example, kids are supposed to, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't know what grades charter schools go to, but I definitely know something you have to send in, just like any private school sending. I think like any other private school sending an application, and they have to accept your your tail. About to curse there and say A, but okay, accidentally. But the way this goes is that I think because they have a Duval Charter School right over there, right down the street. Right down the street from Kernan Middle School. They have a Duval Charter. You go down the street, then you take a left where that bridge is, and then you go down the street again, and then you see that opening right there, right across the street from Tamaya. That's where they got Duval Charter at. And I can't tell whether they got that to help ease overcrowding or just to give the kids another option of schooling, because very much so. Again, I graduated from the Kernan Middle School in 2013, and I don't know how old my Valley Ridge kids who are now in middle school were when I was. I mean, some of you probably won't even. Well, actually, or you all were born, but I don't know how old you probably were. I mean, some of you, I guess, might have been in first grade, second grade back then, and now you're in 7th, 8th grade. I'm just guessing. I'm not that too good with math. But that's one of the top things I really want everybody to understand within not just myself, but by the way, I could probably be a straight A student with math. I just again have never put the full time and work in to actually do it. But trust me, I am self-disciplined. I just have to practice it more often with certain things, and God is my judge and witness on that. But the biggest point I'm trying to make there, ladies and gentlemen, is with what I believe is the fact being, I believe in these kids, teens, whoever listens to this video, even parents, faculty, staff, whatever school. God bless your soul. I love kids with everything that I first got. Now, I've definitely had conversations with my own parents, let alone my own dad, about that phrase, and knowing today's day and age how it could be, negatively misinterpreted, knowing how many, people are getting arrested left and right for, again, abusing children and so on, especially when it comes to the school system. But again, you can listen to these lyrics, let alone meet me in person, and I'll tell you the truest part about everything that I have said, every place I've been, or at least partially where I've been, and you can make the judgments for yourself, because I'm really want everybody to understand this, whoever watches these videos, and know I'm not really running from anything. Whatever it is in my past, I'm really not running from it for the most part. I am literally very fearless with addressing most everything that has gone on in my past. I'm very, very, very fearless with it, and you're not gonna catch me negatively slipping with it for the most part. Of being too scared or afraid to talk about it. I mean, Not to say that when you are not to say when you don't want to talk about it, you're just you're negative phrase. Not it's just too personal and you just want to keep it to yourself. But for excuse me. But for me, wow. But for me, it's more so. But for me, it's more so the fact of I'll get gritty with it. I'll explain to you everything, let alone just listen to the lyrics and you can hear everything. And that's why I love making the music that I make, and I love broadcasting this love to all the kids because my target audience is youth, and I won't get enough / can't get enough / will never stop. I am absolutely sold out to youth development, 110%, and particularly starting at my young middle school siblings, as I now call you. Other nickname is younglings, but these days I also call you my middle school siblings. I'm absolutely sold out to your youth development, 110%. I'm not joking. There's just something about middle school that, dare I say, I connect with. Something about middle school I connect with more than I connect with, I want to say more than I connect with, anything else, dare I say. Or maybe it's not that, it's just, middle school, I think it's the fact, like I said before, middle school, I think, should be some of the best 3 years of your life, not some of the worst 3 years of your life. And one of the top things that you're going to hear, not only from me, but you're really going to hear from a lot of kids. Well, actually, I love school, loved it, still do, want to help encourage more kids to love it. But hey, maybe I might be an exception. Nice was my utopia. Nice was my kingdom. Still is. So maybe I'm an exception. But for most kids, I'm tired of hearing kids say, man, my high school was hell, man, my middle school was hell, or whatever the case is. I'm tired of hearing that, let alone tired of hearing the abuse stories. I'm tired. I'm absolutely tired, ostracized. I just want to throw up half the time that I read these horrible, disastrous school reviews. And it's even more crappy when they come from, like I said, within an hour, of you, within the Jacksonville, Palm Beach, St. Augustine realm. It comes even more like, are you kidding me right now? But again, a lot of schools are run by corrupt crooks. A lot of our schools are run by corrupt crooks. And that's literally the number one reason why. And some of you can probably be like, yeah, hallelujah, Nick. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I've done the research. A lot of our schools are run by corrupt criminals, corrupt crooks, who absolutely, as I've horribly been told and or horribly read the reviews, corrupt crooks that only care about numbers. They only care about money. I don't know when in God's name the education system turned from a system of educating children, and I would say building a school home and a school family. When the heck in God's name did it turn from that to a business, a pure business to manipulate numbers and get more money? When did it come into that? You are sacrificing a ton of kids, youth development, and mental health. You're sacrificing a ton of that for numbers, for money. You disgust me. I can't sue all these schools. Trust me, if I could, I would sue every last one of them, if not just the entire district. Every last one of them. And or just sue the, what, I don't know what I say. Or just sue the people running them. One of those two, if not both. I would. Absolutely. I'm tired of these school reviews. I'm tired of the pain, the abuse, the neglect. Are you kidding me? This is trash. I know we can do better than this. I know we are better than this. You've got to try harder and do better than this. Don't give me these crap, trash excuses. For example, God bless Wolfson High School. But look up one of your school reviews. The latest one on Google Reviews. Which makes me hope to God one day, again, I can go out there and frolic around, hopefully become their new ambassador as well, and see what I can do to help get involved and help keep the community heal. As I was saying, go look up Wolfson High School, the school that was tied for Sandalwood, or was top 2 with Sandalwood for the most fights in Duval County a couple years ago. Literally, at least from the research I did. Sandalwood and Wolfson was number 1, Sandalwood was number 2, were top 2 for the most fights, if I'm not mistaken, in Duval County public schools. And when I read that, I'm like, huh? And then, let alone that, is the fact when you look that up, not only look that up, but when you look that up and you see, look at the top review. Look up Wolfson High School, look at the top review. The top review tells you exactly how crooked, con artists, and corrupt these principals and administration are. Wow, I can't believe I'm screaming like this. But hey, you need to hear it. You need to hear a rant. I might thought of this. You need to hear a rant. But going back into it, the top review literally says that the new principal literally ignores all the social ills of the school. Obviously before they got there, that or existed before he got there. The school review literally says the principal doesn't care literally about you. He just cares about censorship to bring the school up to the prominence of a Paxton and what's the other school? Paxton and Stanton. I keep saying those two. Paxton and Stanton. I keep saying those two so often. It's so amazing I keep forgetting them. Paxton and Stanton. What I heard was in order to bring those schools in order to bring schools like Wolfson up to those status quos of a Paxton or a Stanton, the principal relies on censorship and appearance, which makes sense because a lot of these schools operate on those exact same two facts and principles. They operate on censorship and appearance. They want to make themselves seem like they're so holy or they're getting better when no, they're a heart shredder, and just wait till you get in, you'll feel like you want to die. One of the other top things I'm so disturbed and so exhausted about hearing is so many of my, let alone middle school siblings, keep telling me about, yeah, this school makes me suicidal. I literally read a school review just the other day about that. This is what I mean when I say you're sacrificing kids' youth development and mental health awareness for paychecks or whatever you get out of this. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody who hears the pain, feels the pain, sees the frustration, I can't be everywhere at once. I can't sue every school at once, or maybe I can do that, but I can't sue every school right now. So trust me, that's, I can only do what I can to, come around whenever I can throughout the school year with sporty events, get to know the community more through that, and see where I can help, see where I can help here and there throughout the community. That's the only thing I can do right now, which I'm okay with doing and I love doing, but I can rest assured you, trust me, you don't know how bad I want to be more involved in your life. All my middle school siblings, high school friends, even, regular elementary school tots, you don't know how much I want to be involved in every last one of your lives, really. Make it more plural there. You don't know how much I want to be involved in your life. You have no clue how much I want to be involved in your life. By the way, if anybody wants to start calling me Uncle Nate, feel free to. I've been called that a couple times. Uncle Nate, Coach Nate, Pastor Nate. Yeah, you can call me Uncle Nate if you want to. I mean, like I said, I market myself as a big brother to you all, but I'm not gonna lie. If you already have an older sibling, and you don't need another one, or if calling me, or you just don't want to call me, you're a big brother, but you want to call me something else that's, equally honorable in my eyes, and really a lot of people's eyes as well. Feel free to call me Uncle Nate as well. You can call me your big brother. You can call me your uncle. It doesn't matter to me, whichever one. I'm good with it all. God first good with it all, and I'll God first accept it all, and I'll God first work with it all, and I'll God first believe in it all, and I'll God first, try what I can and bring God's glory and grace into it all. But, you don't know how bad it annoys me to read these horrible, twisted, sick, disturbed school reviews and think to myself, too many schools need my help. The dumb part is how many schools you want to go to Mississippi and fix, because I got family there in Mississippi, and because Mississippi is the brokest state in our country. It's amazing how many schools I want to go to Mississippi and fix, let alone Memphis to go fix, let alone Alabama or wherever else state. But then I'm like, oh my God. I got too much work to do in my own state. I got too much work to do in my own state. Now, that doesn't mean, let alone, which means, aka, my own backyard. I got too much work to do in my own backyard. And that doesn't mean I'm never going to travel over to those states and those other cities. I definitely will do what I can, travel through, do a walkthrough, see what I can do, to help from afar, and I'll come visit whenever I can. But for the most part, God definitely on my soul and help me. I'm definitely going to try to make these rounds and see what we can do. God first.